My name is Zinni, and this is another video that I'm putting out because, yes. Okay, anyways. So I finally finished finals. I got that over and done with. I'm done. I'm out! Not really though, I actually have one more semester. One of the classes, because I want to get a certificate just to say that I know that I know animation. And the thing is, one of them, the only way to get it is to get this one, like these certain classes, and I already got like all the classes needed. I just need one last one, and unfortunately, the only time it's available is at 9 in the morning. 9 till like 11 a.m. So it's like 4-ish to 3-ish hours in a class of computers, and probably no windows because I know the building that it's taking place in. So it's fucking agonizing. Other than that, all the other classes I think are nice that I'm taking next year. But yeah, anyways, finals. So this year I had pretty much not too much. I had a class called Introduction to 3D Modeling, another class called for illustration, just called illustration. Yeah, because I already had a sketching for design class, which is a prerequisite to that class. And then I also had what else? The visual communications. Right, I took that because everybody told me it was gonna be super easy. More on that later. And I also took communication, illustration, 3D modeling. Oh no, that's it. Okay. Yeah, but basically, I had 3 classes, right? Intro to 3D modeling, I knocked that one out hella quickly. So we had to design for our final a kind of diorama. I had to keep a certain aesthetic. Yeah, we were being graded on that, and I finished a floating island. And if I have time, I'll put a screenshot. Basically, it's like King Arthur inspired. I did that because I had like a Sonic and the Black Knight tier 3 crash out because I went back and watched the cutscenes and I was like, holy shit, this shit is so good, oh my god. Yeah, I finished it, turned it in, did the whole canvas comments thing, and I'm done. I'm out. Then that's one final down, right? And then after that I had like, oh, I forgot about intro to film. I'm hella stupid. By the way, I have another I had another class called intro to film. I did that. Final was basically making an entire at least 2-minute length minimum film, and it had to have basically all the material we went over in the semester. We had to have a script, a shot list, storyboard too. They let us rent out equipment, but I actually took my dad's old camera and used that instead because it was basically the same camera except a little bit older, and I think that worked out pretty well for me because I didn't find out until like the week before finals that they're like, by the way, we actually want everybody to turn it in this Thursday because we want to do a count before the semester ends. And then I freaked out a little bit, but I was fine. Right, turned it in. I actually, here's a god tier. If anybody else is taking film and you have to use expensive equipment and you're in the same problem with me where you just can't find it or you just can't rent it, here's what you do. You go to Walmart or you go to any store that has it. Check their return policy. You buy it, use it. Then once you're done with it, you put it back in the box and you just return it. And then nobody has to know. Well, now y'all know, but you're not going to tell anybody because you don't even... Who are you going to tell? Huh? It's already done. Anyways, I did that. Finished it, and I think we actually watched it on the last day of that class. And people liked it, so I'm pretty proud of it. I was thinking about posting it, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to like... I want to take out my face because I'm like... Ugh, it's a bad angle. Anyways, that one was done. Then I had basically a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing for my last illustration project. Let me explain. Basically, the teacher was like, okay guys, we're gonna do a thing on character design the last day. You're gonna make a poster basically, and it has to have stairs in the poster, and then you're gonna have your character, and you're gonna take all the stuff we learned in class and you're gonna put it into that poster, and then it has to be at least like a 8.5 by 11 or 7. The max it can be is 17 by 11 inches. Yeah, and then you have to do critiques. It's like it's a CTE course, so basically it's meant to mimic like real life working with a client and stuff. So I did that, and honestly, I'm kind of proud of it. Also, I had to make like a fake invoice and a ref board. The invoice was kind of scary, but we'd already done that in class before, so I wasn't like super scared, like I already knew what's up. Another final, done, over with. I'm happy now. Then all that was really left was visual communications. I wasn't really like that. Oh yeah, we had like final exams too, but that was for like a different class, and it was really annoying. But it's whatever. It's done now, and it wasn't as worth as many points as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing, because that's one of the classes I had an exam, and then another class I had an exam. No, I didn't. I just had that one exam in that one class, and the exam was worth 200 points. But the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing, that was worth like 1,050 points or something. It was a lot. So I hope I pass. Anyways, I had knocked out pretty much all my other classes. I finished everything, and I was like pretty much happy on my way. And I was like, visual communications. Everybody says that that's like a hella easy class. Like I heard that like people in sports, they like to get visual communications degrees while they do their sports because it's hella easy. So I was like, oh, ain't no way that's gonna be harder than the other classes. Ain't no way, bro. Like I made a film, done. I made a whole ass poster with an invoice, ref board, and client critiques back and forth. La 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 la. Done. I made a whole ass 3D island that had like crates, chessboards, and a sword. Done. Done. I was just like, I'm so close to the finish line. I don't care. I'm about to make it. And then, finally the teacher like showed us a full assignment thing, and basically my heart kind of just like stopped beating for a second, because I look at it right on the fucking big ass TV they had in there, and it was like she wanted a visual poster with a 6 to 8 minute presentation with 6-sided sources plus a visual analysis, which had to be 6 to 8 pages long with a 1,500 word minimum and at least 7-sided sources. And then after that she also wanted a visual portfolio that had to consist of at least 16 images and had to have like at least 8 different types of images for visual analysis, which was like photo journalism. She wanted cartoons, she wanted like entertainment such as movies, TV, she wanted infographics, she wanted like art, just a bunch of stuff. And then she had like at least 8 categories or so, or was it 6? I don't know, but for all those categories there had at least had to be one for each, and each one of those had to be cited, and it was supposed to be delayed in a tasteful way, and you had to have like a couple other stuff. And I was just like, oh my god, take visual communications, it'll be easy. Liars. Yeah, I was just sitting there and I wanted to cry a little bit because I was like, I just want to get out of school. I don't want to be here anymore. I was tired. Little did I know that like the plot was gonna thicken. We had like till the end of the week for Tuesday to submit it. Yeah, it was really hard, not gonna lie. And then I did the presentation, made the visual portfolio, and then I was still not done with the essay. It was basically an essay. She's like, every time I called the essay, she was like, no, it's a video analysis. And I was like, bitch, I didn't say that. In my head, I was like, it's basically the same thing. Anyways, I wasn't done with it. So, but we also had this thing called flex days, and basically like, we were given like, I think either 3 or 2 at the beginning of the class, and she said we could use 2 days, and basically if we had 2 days on one assignment, that would mean that we wouldn't get any late points taken off. You know how like sometimes teachers are like, oh, if you turn this in late, you're gonna get 10% off every day that it's late or something like that. That wouldn't happen. So I was like, cool. So I used my 2 flex days for that final essay, and she's like, all right, so if you guys are using your 2 days, that means it's gonna be due this Saturday at 11:59 p.m. right? At basically a minute before midnight, right? Basically what happened is that I stayed up all the day before, super late, getting that shit done, putting my damnedest into that thing, putting my soul into it, doing everything I can to like make sure that it's perfect, basically like locking the fuck in, right? I wake up the next day, I work, and then I'm finally done. Like at around like a couple minutes before 12 that day, I go to submit, and all I get is a failure. Please try again. try to submit again, failure, please try again. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Right, and the thing is, on the assignment description, right, the description, it says, oh, if you're turning it in when you're too flexes, this assignment will lock at Saturday, March 24th at 11:59 p.m., right? In the description. The Canvas has this other thing near the top that tells you when the assignment opens at the earliest and when it locks at the latest, right? Those are and on that part, on the top part, it says that the assignment would lock at Saturday, March 24th, 10 a.m. And by that point, I was already too late, basically. And at that point, I was like about to explode. That was about to be my 13th reading. So I'm freaking out. Like, I text, like we had the study group in that class. I text them and I tell them what's going on because I'm worried that somebody else maybe tried to turn it late too. And then I'm freaking out, so I send her an email and everything because professors, they don't answer that shit till it's Monday. They do not answer that shit over the week. They do not. I have another friend sends her something on Remind, and then I kind of just pray. But I was sitting there, I was like seething. I was like, oh my god, I can't leave. They're gonna make me stay here. I was like, because at that point I was just so fucking done with the semester. I did not want to be there anymore. I literally, like, I was so effing done. I was at my limit because I just wanted to go into summer. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do art fight. I'm gonna try to make a manga, and I'm gonna try to make an animated short. I want to do all these things for my fucking YouTube channel. It's gonna be awesome because I don't want to be known as like the fucking commentary creator because they're fucking boring. No shade, but you know what? Actually, a little shade. Actually, shade for some of them, but shade for not for others. All right, if you know, you know, right? Because there are some that are just like really fucking annoying and should probably like shut the fuck up, in my opinion. All right, anyways, I was just like, I had to like distract myself with like just doing chores around the house because I was literally about to just like stop wanting to do anything because I was like, oh my god. Because at the worst, right, I'd have to wait until Monday and then maybe even have to talk to the dean or something. I don't fucking know. And I was just sitting there like, oh my god. Because I did the math, but I didn't do the math. I did the little Canvas thing that lets you see how much you would get or how much your grade would drop if you didn't do an assignment. And basically, if I did not turn that thing in, I would fail the class. Like, if I at least turned it in and got like an F, like 100 out of 200, I would still pass with a C minus. But if I did not turn it in at all, I would literally fail the class. And I was like, no, please don't. No, I don't want to take this shit again. Yeah, I wasn't really mad as much as I was just like tired, like that crazy tiredness, you know, when like you do something, finally finish it, you're done, and you feel free for like maybe a second, and then something comes up and it's like, oh, actually, you might have to resubmit this form again, or oh, actually, you have to do another meeting or some shit. I don't fucking know. And you're just like, you can't make me do this. You can't. I was so done. I was so tired. I was doing like that fucking anime insane person thing. I was just so done. I can't do this anymore. I'm literally gonna crash out. And then the good thing though is that my friend texted me later, right? The friend that I mentioned earlier that sent her a message on Remind, she was like, yo, she responded, go check now, you should be able to turn it in. I was like, yes, I ran. Well, I didn't really ran, but like, you know, I just opened my computer, did the thing, and I was like, I tweaked one thing real quick. I was like, I'm turning it in. I'm not doing this anymore. I can't. Yeah, I turned it in. It was fine. I didn't get the confetti though. You don't get it if you're late. But either way, I was done. And it was just this wave of like disbelief and what's the opposite of stress? Not relaxation. That's not really the relief. Relief. I felt through my body as I just slowly dropped onto my bed in slow motion. I was just sitting there like, oh my god, I can't take this class ever again. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a class. I just, you know, I didn't want to have to do that final again. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. But then I remembered there was this one specific requirement for the citations. So I went back, double checked, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't do that. So I had to like redo this part with the visual portfolio. Then I redid it, turned it in, and then I got to rest. Yeah, and that's how finals went. Maybe I should make a different video for art fight, actually. I feel like I still am. Like, I want to make an official video saying, hey, yo, I'm gonna do art fight. Come fight me, bitch. On my YouTube channel, but, like, not right now. Because I still have to do a bunch of prep. Like, I actually have, like, I have ref sheets. I finished one. I'm working on a third. I'm working on the other one, and I have like I think 2 or 3 more that I want to add. Before this video comes out, I'll probably be completely finished. I don't know. I'll post screenshots of what I did, or the rough sheets that I have right now. I'll post a screenshot of my art fight. Art fight will also be in the description, and so will my preferences and whatever. And right now, you're gonna see it all. Yeah, and then I'll also show a picture of my OCs and the ones that I'm planning to add. And maybe I'll have like the actual official ref sheets ready by the time this video is done. Maybe I won't, but whatever I have, I'll just show y'all. And that's it basically. Bye. I love you. Actually, just kidding. No, I don't. You're a stranger. Why the fuck would I say that to you? That's mean though, actually. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm tired. And I'm at like another bullshit thing happening right, but I can't say nothing because I'm technically not like directly involved, if you know what I mean. Like it's not my story to tell, basically what I'm saying. But it is kind of like I'm like semi-involved, like not involved. I'm kind of basically advanced bystander though, you know. Or I don't know. It's like one of those things when your friend is like, oh yo, let me tell you about this drama that's happening right now. Like, can you help me? And I'm like, yeah. And like you help them draft a response. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. Anyways, I think my DoorDash actually got here, so I'm gonna go pick that up. Bye. Hey, so this is just a quick announcement. There's a friend of mine named Diab who's trying to get signatures so he can leave Gaza and be with his wife, and he needs petitions so he can get the attention of officials in Canada who can help him get there. So I don't know if he'll reach his goal by the time that this gets out, but either way, I'll just put his Instagram account in the description. Just check him out. It means a lot. All right, thank you.